Hey guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is, of course, my review for American Horror Story, Season 7, Episode 1. It's election night, so this is Cult. Now, the title makes complete sense now that I've seen the first episode, and Jesus, when I tell you, I wasn't sure how to feel about a show kind of reliving what we had to go through. And I said, But then when I saw the trailer and Sarah Paulson, i.e. Allie, was going off because Hillary lost and Trump won, I said, all right, I'm watching the first episode. I was going to watch the whole season anyway because I always do. But I'm watching the first episode. I have to say, this more kind of realistic, almost American Horror Story. I can appreciate this. I really can, because there's still there's still murder, there's still blood. So I'm getting beside myself. It starts off immediately with just reality setting in that it's Trump versus Hillary, and the fact that originally it was almost like seemed like a joke. Like, of course Hillary's going to win, but then Trump was winning all these nominations, and then he was officially the Republican, electoral candidate. Presidential electoral candidate, and then it got real, and then we saw people all over the country in support of him in droves, and we said, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then we were saying, oh yeah, but these are just the people who are outwardly saying this. There's more people who don't feel that way than that do. Boy, were we wrong. Next thing we know, it's election night. We're looking, it's like, wait a minute, why is it close? What's going on? This can't be happening. So Allie and her partner, what's her partner's name? So Allie and Ivy, should be easy enough. Allie and Ivy's trying to keep Allie calm because Allie's just freaking out like, oh my God, this can't be happening. No. I just have to watch Rachel Maddow and CNN because those are the only two people that I trust. Well, not even CNN at this point, because then we hear that officially Hillary conceded, and we said, oh my God, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. And so then Allie runs into the kitchen, and she's going off. She's like, oh my God, Obama, we loved Obama. He's the reason why we were able to get married and all that stuff. And now what? We have Trump. Everything's going to be rolled back. Oh my God. Now, mind you, they have a son. And they have, what is he, like 8 years old? They have a little boy, and he is a product of their love. We don't know who carried who. Who carried him. We don't know if maybe neither of them carried him. Don't know what the case may be, whose egg not. We just know that he's looking at one of his moms freak out, bug out. They're like, it's okay. Because he's like, wait, I don't want you guys to not be married anymore. I'm like, this is why you do this in private. Be quiet. Cállate la boca. Stop it. And then we see this other married couple. They're bugging out. Well, the husband's bugging out. He's like, see, I told you you're supposed to have voted. You wanted to go. Oh, now. You wanted to go and get your nails done. You wanted to go to the salon. You wanted to go and sleep in. Thank you for being ill. Because then we start to hear where they were. It was like potentially just like 10,000 votes that could have turned the tides. Now, again, 10,000 is a lot of people. So we need to stop. Like, originally, I was also one of those people in denial. Like, if only these 5,000 here went and voted for Hillary. If only these 5,000 there. But what if those 5,000 didn't vote for Hillary? That's what now I can, go and accept. But originally, I was pissed. I was so pissed that I didn't feel anything. I was emotionless for almost a week. I said, oh, this is a problem. I need to collect myself quick because this is a problem. I felt nothing for a week. That was as far as the election, but still acting like everything else is normal. And but that husband was going off. And again, it purely captured how everyone was feeling. Then we actually see this girl named Winter. She's in the house with her brother, but she's freaking out because she was on Hillary's campaign. She actually went to college, and she was a part of Hillary's campaign. And then she lost. She was like, oh my God, that's it. It's over. The world's over. Like, what's going to happen? It's like, what happens if I get pregnant and I need to have an abortion? Then, there's no place here in my state where I could do that. Again, it's just kind of rattling over everything that was getting that would be rolled back as a result. So it was very real. But we see the other side. We see this huge alt-right Trump supporter That's Evan Peters' character, who this season is Kai. Kai Anderson, he's really this creep who really captures what what a lot of people think or see of when they think of like the alt-right, or people who were really happy to have Trump win because now their voices can be heard, now they're not silenced, now their opinions matter, type of thing. Da. So he goes and he even takes Cheetos, he puts it in the blender, and then he puts it all over his face to kind of mimic his king, his messiah, Trump. And he goes into his sister's room, and she's like, what the? And they have this weird truth thing where whenever they do like essentially a pinky swear, they go and, like I said, tell the truth, or saying that they're one, that they're united regardless of what's going on. But it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy soon, very soon. Because apparently she's a self-harmer. There's just a lot going on with her. A lot. But this season, the premises is partially is going to be clowns. We're going to see clowns all over the place. We're not going to know if the clowns are real or not. Or at least, initially, we don't know if the clowns are real or not. What we do know is that one of our favorite clowns is back. You know him. I know him. We know. That's Twisty. Yes, Twisty. Twisty. Oh, my voice still isn't back yet. Twisty the clown is back. You remember him from, what was it? Was it Freak Show? Yeah. Well, I'm trying to forget Freak Show. But Twisty, because remember, they're saying like a time gap of 56 years have occurred. So he's been allegedly dead for 56 years. And guess who we see? So that's how, again, we're trying to figure out what the heck is going on, because it's still Twisty with the messed up jaw and all of that. All of that. So he's there. There's this couple that's trying to have sex. And the girl's like, oh, stop it. What if, I feel like someone's watching us. And her dude's just like, no one's watching us. And then he said, you know what, maybe someone is. So he goes and takes out his gun. Twisty comes out of nowhere. He's like, oh, you freak. Because remember, he was telling the story of Twisty the clown and him with the school bus. Twisty has a really, really messed up past, poor baby. Clowns don't get enough love and respect. Poor Twisty. Like, I just remember feeling so bad for Twisty. I didn't care that he was a killer. I just felt bad for him. Twisty was our dude, because he was, for the most part, killing the right people. Like, most of them had some type of issue, so I was alright with it. Anyway, he goes, he kills the couple. The guy tries to shoot him. That doesn't work. The girl tries to run, but she runs into his school bus. Remember, his legendary school bus, and her phone goes off because she was calling 911. I said, okay, well, she's dead too. Good. She's dead. She's gone. Oz is under the covers. He's reading, this horror clown magazine and comic. And his mom, who has all the phobias, so that's Allie, she sees it and it's like, I said, okay, I get it. Clowns are scared, but I mean, she has this huge breakdown. And Oz was like, Mom, but she can't even hear him. And then, so Oz and Ivy was like, wait, what's going on? And Ivy has to put him to bed because Allie's just over it. I said, okay. Her phobias came back after Trump won because she's just a wreck now. A complete wreck. Then we have Kai, who he goes in front of, I guess, his the councilman in whichever state he's in, and he talks about how, at this point in time, we're trying to raise our kids and raise people with certain values to say this is what you should focus on. Is it money? Is it family? Is it love? Is it notoriety? I'm surprised he didn't say God, but he said no. All humans love fear. I said, what? Yes, humans love fear, and because they love fear, we need to use that. We need to capitalize on that. We need to make sure that people go and they express their fears and they channel it. And instead of just hiding it and putting a nice little ribbon on it, we need to make sure that they go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what? And then he went right. I can't say left. He went right because he wasn't right. he was completely wrong. He was on his rocker. But again, he started chanting how, you know what, we should kick out the Mexicans and illegals, or we should do this, we should do that. Essentially, we should create the big wall. I'm not recounting everything that he said, but that's where he took it to. And they looked at him like, okay, so you want to do fear-mongering. You want the whole society to collapse. Because he said, we need no government. We need this. We don't need that. We don't need that. And he fully believes this. The same one of the councilmen who was at that party on election night was like, look, you're a kook. You're a quack. You need to stop the mess. Vote for whatever act it was that he was trying to stop getting passed. They said, all right, all in agreement, aye, all opposed. And that's when Kai realized, all right, so I'm going to have to go another route. And then when Kai was leaving, he muttered something. The guy was like, excuse me, what did you mutter? Oh, I just said, you don't mess, what was it, you don't mess with a guy on a mission or something like that. I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Here we go, the first death. So now we see Dr. What's his name? What's this doctor's name? Oh, okay. So Dr. Rudy Vincent. Dr. Rudy Vincent is Allie's doctor, and she talks about all her phobias. She has arachnophobia. She has the phobia, you know, the clowns. There's this coral thing that Dr. Ruby has, or is it Ruby or Ruby? Let me see. That Dr. Vincent has. And she was just always like, oh, that thing. It keeps staring at me. I said, what, girl? He said that's been there for months, and I've been able to handle it for months, but now it's just an overdrive. And it looks like she has a phobia to textures, which I said, oh my God, is she me? Like, these things don't scare me, but they gross me out. Like, everything that she was saying, it was just like, oh, especially with that texture thing and the pores on the coral. I hate that. It's just so disgusting. I hate when I see. All right, doing too much. Calm down. See how easily, and now I'm done. Unlike her, she's going on for days and days, so I can understand where she's coming from completely. The guy said, at this point, we need to put you on medication. She said, no, I don't want to take anything that alters my body chemistry. Honey, you drink. I love when people say that. You know, you don't say that because, yeah, you are taking something. If it's helping you, great. I have no problems with that. But don't say you don't want to take anything that doesn't do that, because you still drink. So that does, 100%. So if that helps you, why can't this medication, because you have an actual problem, it's going to affect your marriage, it's going to affect your son, and she said it already has. It already has. She was like, you know what? The world is cooked for Cocoa Puffs, Cheetos president, Chad, what's his name? Chad, oh no? Cher's son, Chad, is a Republican, and he, supports what they're trying to do and all the stuff. And it's just too much. And apparently, I think Chad's actually going to be on this season. So then she's going to go and take the medicine, presumably. She goes to the supermarket. They're going to talk about the election. It's like, it's crazy how he became president, right? And the checkout person, because I guess it was a slow night, so it was really only him for the most part there, manning the store. And she was like, yeah. And he takes out this Make America Great Again hat and says, you know what? A president that's finally putting the people first. And he puts on the hat. I said, oh, girl, you better go. Because he knows what you meant by what you initially were alluding to. You better go, and you better go fast. So she got out of there. And mind you, she starts looking around, getting nervous. I looked at the meat a second time and realized the meat looked like it was in the shape of like pig nose or pig snouts. I said, what the heck? I could have been the only one that saw that. I could not have been the only one that saw that. That wasn't my mind. They did that intentionally. They wanted to leave that up to interpretation. So that's what I'm interpreting it as. I said, is Pig Boy going to come out of nowhere? But no, she's still looking around. She keeps kind of hearing these sounds. Then she kind of picks up what looks to be, did it look like a brain? Was it? Because she has this thing with textures. So when she looks up, she sees that these two clowns are having sex. And I said, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Not today. So she's like, oh my God, I'm losing it. So she picks up a wine bottle and she starts running because she sees one of the checkout girl as a clown. I said, that looks like an S&M type of clown. We definitely not here for that one. And then we see this other clown. He's riding around, what was it, on a unicycle, whatever it was, and with a knife. I said, Lord Jesus. So then she breaks the first wine bottle. She gets another one. She starts swinging, and she's like, ah! And she hits someone in the head. And I thought that originally she was hallucinating and she hit the cashier, but we didn't see the cashier at all. So she runs to her car. Mind you, she left her purse. So either her car was open, or the purse magically was just close enough to her car to, well, no, it would have been really close. Maybe she keeps her keys in her pocket. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking things. And then she didn't, I don't remember her starting the car, but she had a, not a smart car, had a Prius. So maybe it has some, I don't know. The car starts and she calls Ivy, and it's like, oh my God, I'm seeing clouds everywhere. No, I have to get out of here. I said, what is in the back? Oh, girl, get out. I see something in the back seat. I see something in the back seat. So then she looks back and is like, ah! She steps on that gas. The car goes boom and is smack dab into the light post. So now the police bring her home, and Ivy's done talking to the officer, and Ivy said, you need to get it together. You need to get it together. She, puts him back to sleep, and it's like, look, we need to get your mind off this, because I love you, I support you, but something's got to change. So now they're back at work. They're back at work because they work at a restaurant, and apparently Allie's supposed to be the front person, the greeter, essentially, like the head manager, and Ivy's supposed to be in the back, cooking, preparing, making sure everything stays on task. And she says, I love you, but you haven't been supporting me. You haven't been supporting the business. And I've been trying to handle everything for the past month. And it's crazy because I can't do this on my own. It feels like I'm in the marriage by myself, essentially. It's like, wait, so you're trying to leave me? No, I'm not trying to leave you. I just need you to support me. So then Alex says, oh, okay, I got you. I'm sorry. My head's been all over the place. Maybe being back at work will help me. So while they're just kind of walking, and because they need a new nanny, I said, oh, Lord. We always know there's a problem with the nanny, especially on these type of shows. So they said, oh, we need a new nanny. And Ivy agreed. They're going to figure out who the new nanny is, because that's Allie's job. And while they're walking, Kai throws the coffee on them. And he was just like, no, I'm sorry. If you guys weren't in the Interpass, then maybe I wouldn't have accidentally spilled anything on you. And I was like, what? Clearly, he saw them, had a problem with them, assumed that they were lesbians, because they were really close and all of that, assumed that they were lesbians, threw the coffee on them, and it's just like, I'm sorry if you guys weren't in the way. You know what? Enjoy your latte, bees. I said, oh. And they were like, what? They looked at him as if, excuse me? Sir, who are you talking to like that? So then, now they have to talk to Winter. Winter's ends up being the new nanny, but they ask Winter a bunch of questions. Then we also see this parallel between Winter talking to Kai, and Kai's asking her essentially 20 questions. And it's like, okay, what's your biggest fear? And, it's like, what do you like the least? And she doesn't answer him, but then we see that she's talking about kids. And she's saying this, how she loves kids, She talks to Allie and Ivy and tells them that I was working on the campaign with Hillary. That's the reason why I took off from school. I thought that she was going to win, and then everything changed, and then I just needed time to process things. And she was actually, women's studies? Social groups and studies is what she was working on while she was in school. Essentially, everything that she needed to say, it just matched perfectly with this, lesbian couple. And so she ends up getting the job. They love her instantly. But on the other side, when Kai was talking to his sister, she was saying how, the thing she's scared most of is Kai, and how the thing that hurt the most was when she tried anal sex with her boyfriend in, high school or whatever, and then the thing she enjoyed most was anal. What are we doing right here? What is going on right now? This is too much. But again, I guess it's to show how close they are, even though we don't really hear Kai's fears or dreams or admirations. And that whole scene was just weird to me. It was very weird, but it's American Horror Story, so I had to take it for what it was. And I still enjoyed it, trust and believe. So then Kai decides he wants to go and starts a mess. And it looks like he's going to have his sister help him. And I realized, okay, well, whether it's actually his sister or maybe he's working with some people to start some mess. So maybe I'm already starting to see that maybe it's Kai who's doing the whole clown stuff, and maybe his sister knows about it, or she's trying to cover for him, or thinks that could be him. Either way, the clowns are real. The clowns are real in some way, shape, or fashion. They are real. And Kai, he sees a bunch of what we're going to assume are Mexicans. Assume. And, you know, they were just all talking, and it was early in the morning, I think, or late at night. So they're waiting for someone. I don't know if it was for work or if they were coming from work, not sure. But Kai sees them, and he starts saying really stupid stuff. And he said, La Cucaracha. No. Did he say La Cucaracha or La Cucaroach? I said, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We are not doing this today. So he unzips his pants. Like, what the? He takes a condom. He somehow pees so much, he fills the condom to excess to the point where it looks like it's going to burst. I said, sir, whose bladder is containing all that? Come on now. Really? But anyway, he takes it and he starts dancing, and he starts saying some slurs, and next thing you know, he throws the piss balloon, because they're looking at him like, is he drunk? Is he high? Is something wrong with him? Because it's late and all that stuff. So he throws it. They run after him. They beat him up. I said, oh no, it's a trap. It's a trap. And just like what I thought, someone had their iPhone out recording the entire thing. So from, you know, a video perspective, it's going to look like, oh, they were beating him up senselessly, and now, oh, people need to take a stand because, you know, these illegals, if that's what they even were, they're a danger. They're a danger to our society. We already see where this is going, and it pissed me off. I looked at this like this bull, but at least this represents real life right now. It's extra dramatized, but it's almost eerily accurate that you're watching and you don't feel drained. You're like, yeah, that's right. I knew it wasn't just me that felt that way, as far as, yep, yeah, when people say this, that's what they really mean. When people do that, that's what they really mean. The girls are having a date night at the restaurant, and things are going well. You know, Allie, she's calm. Mind you, she didn't take her medicine yet. Winter is babysitting Oz. Oz is drawing these pictures of this clown murdering someone. I said, oh, Lord, honey, you're too young for that. Oh, boy, oh, boy. So then Winter's saying, you know what? Since you want to see that, I'll show you the real thing. She goes, takes him upstairs, has him watch this website where I guess it's actual killings and people killing each other, and it's just 24 hours post of, you know, different murders or different attacks. And I said, oh my God. So Oz is bugging out, but he says he doesn't look at it anymore. She said, look, it's like therapy. After a while, you become desensitized. I'm thinking, did your brother do that to you? Or did you do that to your brother? Or, like, your family already seems messed up. So what's going on there? Because this child should not be seeing this mess. You're trying to turn him into a serial killer. At the restaurant, guess who starts to see clowns again? Allie. Why? Because she saw this, what was it? A quiche, maybe? She saw this, like, spinach and quiche thing, and she saw the pores, so it started bleeding. It started bleeding, and so she saw clowns, and she was running around the restaurant like, I see them, I see them, I see them. And she's not breaking stuff, but she keeps running like, I see them. I'm not crazy. I'm not so crazy, Ivy. And Ivy said, yes, you are. You're crazy, and you're a menace to our family. You're a menace, you're a danger to our family. So I can't have you go and do this stuff. Did you take your medicine? Did you take your medicine? No. You need to take it right now, because I'm not dealing with this anymore. You need to get together. So then they're going home, and she's like, you know, I'm sorry, I have to get it together. I know I'm losing my mind. I said, no, your mind is gone. You already lost it a while ago. You've been trying to keep it together like you told us, and Ivy's been your rock. But now, so now the they get home and they see that, wait a minute, because originally I thought it was at their house that something happened. I thought maybe Oz had like a panic attack, but no, it was the Changs that live next door, right across from them. They were killed. I don't care what anyone says, they were killed. Ain't no murder suicide. That's what the cops are saying. Because Oz was saying he saw clowns. They went outside and to check on things, and when they looked, they saw clowns. And Winter's saying, you know what, Oz, I'm not calling your son a liar. I'm saying that he has a very active imagination. And I did see this comic book. And I said, oh my gosh, she's trying to blackmail this kid so that she can continue to work there. And I don't know if they're going place after place after house and they're going to kill off people who they feel like don't belong. I feel like that's maybe part of the plot line. The clowns are real. The clowns are real. People can easily make those costumes and go around and, you know, kill people. Unfortunately, it's not that hard. And we see from Oz's point of view that he saw these clowns go and kill the Changs, but and with the help of Winter, he saw it. And so it's this whole thing of, you know, they're being told it's a murder-suicide. That just sounds really crazy. You know, the girls don't know what to do. And then the episode ends with Allie. She's in the bed, and she sees a clown right next to her. And I'm just like, this is too much. But I love it. So please like, comment, subscribe. I'm all in. I'm excited.